Hi, this is a review of Aquatunes Bluetooth Shower Speaker. So I'm already disappointed because the instructions I got are pictures, and I just don't do really well with those, but I wanted you to see them. They basically, if you do take your time with them, you can understand it, but I figured, that's what maybe video reviews can help with. The unit itself, basically the idea here is it's going to attach to a shower pole, which I don't think we have many in the US, and I wonder if there's a US name in the title. I wonder if that stands for United States, but this is sturdy, well made, looks attractive. That's what it looks like, and it's in its charger. So you'll put it in that charger and it'll light up. Give it about, overnight is what I do, and they say it'll play for at least 8 hours, which is a long time if you're just in the shower listening. Now, this piece here, I'm sorry for the blur, this is an important piece. It's going to go around the shower pole, wherever you're going to put that. Now, I have the kind that hangs that you can take off, and it's flexible. And I thought it would fit around that, but it doesn't. But I'll show you what I did. So that first outer piece you take out with like a coin or something, and then there's a screw on the inside. Do not confuse the fact that the screw on the inside has nothing to do with locking it up. What I mean by that is it's not going to be tighter on the grip of the shower because of the screw. So you take the screw out and you separate this pole. And I'm sorry for the out of focusness here. I'm going to try to get it back for us. There's inside of it are these little rubber components like this. Now these guys are what determines how thick and tight it's going to grip the pole that you decide it's going to go on. Now, inside of these little rubber things is a number. I'm going to see if the camera will pick it up, and it shows you the different thicknesses. Now that's one thing where the pictures did come in handy, 20, 22, and 25 millimeters. So you look on the inside. Let's get it in focus here. There we go. You see the 3? You might have to squint, but there's a 3. That means that if you find the other 3, you're going to get a 25 millimeter or the thickest, tightest hold around the shower pole. So there's a 3, there's a 2, and so you'd find the other 2, etc. Okay? Okay, so now we have the holder that's going to go around the pole, and we found the size that we're going to try. I'm going to try the thickest one here, which is 3. And so you push it. There's 4 notches that will fit in perfectly. You'll recognize that won't be hard to see. I'll show you here, maybe. So there's the 4 notches, and you're going to take the back of that rubber piece, and it'll have 4 notches too, and you match them up. Okay, now you have the little half circle on either side. You push them together. Now that is the new thickness. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry about that out of focus. It drives me crazy, but sometimes it has a mind of its own. All right, so we cut to the kind of shower head I have, which is this hanging, I don't know what it is, the flex hose, right? And I'm thinking that hole, that's the thickest one, might be able to get around that and be tight, but you could probably tell better than me visually that it's too big. I'm kind of relieved in a way because I wasn't sure how it was going to feel to have this heavy speaker, fairly heavy speaker on this flex hose, even though I tend not to use it as much, which is why I was willing to give it a try. I don't take it off the hose as easily or as quickly or as often as some people do. Okay, so I found this location. It's going to be up here at the neck. You can see the crease in it. That disappears, so I took care of it, but it was with the number 3 millimeter, the 25 millimeter piece rubber that kept it really tight. So, okay, so it wasn't hard to pair this at all. The top middle is where you're going to press to call up the Bluetooth for discovery, and you got to remember to hold it for a minute. It'll be less than that, but hold it until you hear some substantial beep that shows it blinking blue. There we go. Now, go to your smart device and pair it up. It's called, look for Aquatunes, and I pressed it, and it paired pretty quickly. So I turned on Spotify. It was on a disco channel, so we got to hear a little Donna Summers, and I'm taking it now to the shower head area, and I'm going to push it in this and twist it to the dots match. See how that works? It's in there pretty securely. Okay, we have to respect intellectual property, so I'm turning it off so you can hear me. Make sure those two dots match, and you've got some really good sound coming out of this for the shower. It's really loud, and I don't expect a lot of bass, and I don't expect a lot of quality sound, but I was really surprised, actually. So it's on. I can twist it around, turn it around. You might have a better setup than me. It's just very, you have to have a solid pole. And so some of you might have shower heads there's no neck, and some of you might have this kind. It may not work for you, but you can also, it doesn't have to be on the pole. You can just take the speaker part and set it on a counter in a shelf in your shower if you have that. So even though there's not a lot of direction, they do give you a lot of room for some creativity. So you don't need a shower pole, but the sound is great. You can actually answer the phone with it. I love the sound of it, and it looks really nice. I think it's very specific, though, to your particular shower. So be careful about that. I hope this helps.